G'day guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to episode number 2 of the 10-year rebuild for Blackburn Rovers. Now, we've got to get over ourselves a little bit. There was a little bit of disappointment for last season, just missing out by goal difference on the playoff spots. Realistically, would we have done well in the playoffs? I don't know. Our record against those teams in that group wasn't the best. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise. But the fact of the matter remains is that we are still skint. Or we were skint at the start of the season, but if we have a look at the finances now, we are still skint. We are still skint. So, yeah, things still ain't looking pretty on there. Not much of it. I spent all the original budget and I've still got a little bit left, but over the wage budget a little bit. Transfer-wise, well, I had to be a little bit frugal, to say the least. So, didn't bring anybody in quickly on that. I decided to wait for the free transfer market to open. So that's what I did. Sales wise, did I let anybody go? Yeah, the only couple I let go was Ainsley Pears and Hayden Carter, who I didn't even play really. So they went early just before the tick over. And then I sold a lot of players on loan, actually. That's a lot of players on loan, hell of a lot. But also, Tony Boland has left us. He went to Bournemouth for 13 million, so that was quite nice. But I still only got about a million and a half of that, more disappointingly. Sigurdsson went to Sunderland for 2 million, so I managed to raise about 15 million all in all, but I still only got about 1.5 to 2 million of that in the budget, which went all in to the wages, because as you can see here, I got loans and I got free transfers. So the main thing for me more than anything was getting a goalkeeper and a goal scorer. Opposite ends of the pitch, but they're obviously very, very key. So I went for Kona Castells, who I was a little bit surprised actually. I know he's always up for a free transfer at the end of the first season of the game. And he showed up. And I was like, okay, very good goalkeeper. And I brought him in straight away and I was very happy to bring him in. Got good value to him as well, so yeah, happy with that. Caleb Ukaban is a player who I've never even used before. Ghanaian, 30-year-old forward, brought him over from Italy where he was at Genoa, and I wanted somebody with a bit of pace up front. 15 for acceleration, 15 for pace, good natural fitness, good strength, reasonably good finishing, and not a bad striker all in all. 2 in 8 games so far. That's okay for a free transfer. Sam Byram, I brought in from Leeds, I think it was. Yep. Brought him in from Leeds, another experienced fullback. Another experienced fullback for both sides, actually, so I was quite happy to bring him in. Mamadou Koulibaly is a Senegalese centre mid. Again, just average all around. Bit more squad depth. Bit more competition, so to speak. Then I brought in 2 loan signings. Gabriel Vidovic is a very good player on this game, but I think on this one he's been done a little bit dirty on it. His physicals have been dropped and his mentals have been dropped a little bit. Whether he'll actually get any game time, I don't know. But the big one for me actually was this Brandon Aguilera. Overall, there's a lot of double figures in his stats, especially all the way through the key areas: technicals, mentals and physicals. So I think this guy could actually do a fairly decent job for me. Because when we have a look at the tactics, we're still rocking the same positioning. So if I'm doing a quick pick without restriction, Aguilera doesn't start, and it's Tronstad and Smodic who start in that central part. Castells obviously comes in, that's absolutely fine. Ukaban and Gallagher up front. I think that's a fairly strong starting lineup, to say the least. If we have a look at the schedule, mind you, we have had a pretty decent start. Yet somehow find ourselves in 11th. I don't know. 3-3 draw at the start of the season with Luton, not too bad. 2-1 win in the Carabao Cup against Bradford, absolutely fine with that. Plymouth, 4-1 win at home, brilliant. Ashton Gate, 0-0 against Bristol City. 1-0 draw against Cardiff. That I'm a little bit annoyed at. I think we should be winning that game. But then another game at Ewood Park, beating Derby 1-0, who had just been newly promoted. So I think we should be beating them by a higher scoreline. And then Sunderland in the Carabao Cup again, 2-0 win. But then we went away to Norwich and got absolutely and utterly battered 5-1. That is a disappointing result, to say the least. But I'm presuming Norwich are probably going to be pushing for the top spot again this season. Carabao Cup, third round, we've actually got Doncaster, so we might actually get a little bit further in the cups. You never know. But I don't know. I don't know what to expect for this season. Again, I'm going to say promotion, playoff, not promotion, the playoff zones, and we may get a little bit lucky. See if we can get to the final and win it. But I'm pushing for that playoff spot. Let's go and find out and see if that happens. Well, ain't that bloody annoying? Ugh. We got the playoff spots, but it was Forest that went up instead. And we were only 3 points off the automatic as well. I told you Norwich would be. Oh. Oh, we lost in the final on extra time as well. Oh, so close. Oh, gotta watch the bonds. League table, right? I don't think we fluffed it on the last game of the season, getting beaten by Plymouth, I think that is, which we would have been put on equal points, but goal difference, we wouldn't have knocked Sunderland off there. Oh, there's a couple. Wigan away, Millwall at home. No, I'm looking at Forest here. Sorry. Yeah, Plymouth away, Hull away. Hull at home. Hull have had our number this season, and that is what has cost us. That's so annoying. Oh, well, let's have a look at the competition, other competitions, to see if we actually did win anything. Nope. 4th round by Everton, 3rd round by Cardiff. Ukuban, though, 18 goals this season in the league. Before we have a look at the squad, let's have a look at the finances. 3.5 million. Debt's gone back up. Wow. This is a challenge. This is a challenge and a half, this. Squad-wise, Castile's played every game in the season because I nailed him in. Absolutely brilliant. 18 goals from Ukuban, 15 from Gallagher, and 12 from Leonard on his, I suppose you could call it, debut season. For Blackburn, Smodics with 9 and 14. I need to see more from him. Aguilera and Vidovic did okay. Scott Wharton, Adam Wharton's brother, played alright, but yeah, that's a little bit annoying, to say the least. Also, just as a little caveat, you'll see that Frank Onyeka joined the club as well. That was a late... Sorry, I'll say a late signing. It was actually a January signing. Because I came back in the January, I could see we were there or thereabouts. And I was like, I still need another signing in there. Frank Onyeka, very good signing. Mentals, brilliant. Physicals, really good for the Championship. Very, very good player. And it almost worked. Almost. Damn. That is tough to take. But I am still confident in our 3rd season we will do it. I'm still confident we will do it. We're heading in the right direction. 1st season just outside. 2nd season in the playoffs, missing out in the final. 3rd season, 3rd time lucky. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please do leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with the content. Hit that little bell icon, thingy-madoobies, whatever you want to call it. And join me for episode number 3. Weekly episode every Friday on the run-up to FM24 being released. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Ta-ra.